you! What do you think you're doing? I didn't expect to find you here. Is nowhere safe from...
Now.
Fiore de Ro, former leader of the Blood Rose Legion. His crimes against woman, known as Old Dread. This list... By what strange trick of fate do your paths cross an...
Hey! You show some respect, you hear? That's Mr.
Huh?
Let us find somewhere to dine, shall we? And please, don't look so scary. I won't run. It's the truth, I assure you. I was borrowing the Academy's libraries and archives, and the next thing I know, I'm...
As an adjunct professor?
Well, it's not as if I'm some ignorant buffoon. I've already assisted a number of my
I don't believe a word of it. One more out, Campa Noodles! Make it a large!
Oh, idiot! You're getting soup everywhere!
In any case, they were most
C'est bon. So creamy and rich. Cook, seconds for me too. If that's all right.
But of course, food is cheap. Couldn't they go easy on the red pepper? So, what's somnial energy?
Why, none other than the ultimate energy source. It doesn't pollute the air like fossil fuels. And unlike crystals, there's no danger of it running out of control.
In theory, at least.
Once refined, it emits a fixed quantity of energy. It's easy to control, and mass production is a cinch.
Again, in theory. During refining, the energy is highly unstable. The slightest error could trigger a reaction power. No explanation of somnial energy is complete without mentioning that particular point.
In theory.
So, assuming you can generate this somnial energy...
You know, of course, that nearly every war is fought. But what if we could harness somnial energy? What would happen? Imagine an everlasting source of energy, more powerful and stable than the crystals. If such a thing came to reality, why, there would be no more need for war. Mankind would know a new age of peace, one of harmony and stability undreamt of by any Templar or religious order.
That sounds just peachy, but...
The pursuit of knowledge. My cure. For over a year, I have immersed myself.
This is skirt-chasing Old Red I'm talking to, right? Do you have a fever or something?
By the way, what were you two talking about earlier? It seemed...
Harnessing somnial energy isn't easy. We need fresh water, and this is a desert
No doubt other realms are more fortunate. But here in Alcampus...
Lately, I've started to lose heart. Mr. DeRosa was trying to lift my spirits.
Oh, look at the time. I'll be late for the lecture on Harina folklore. Care to join me? Sure, why not?
Allow me.
I don't. You've got it covered, right you?
Huh? Well, why me?
Anyway, long story short, to develop this wonder energy, they need water. And
And so, in a very real sense, it was the wellspring gem that allowed... Further illustrated in the desertification of the continent and the loss of this ancient... Oh, there's the bell. We'll pick up.
I checked the archives and found quite a bit of information. I don't think the wellspring gem is just a legend. It's definitely real. Yeah, we just heard the same thing in...
I can't eat and...
Good grief. Anyway, it seems we need to head to the...
Arena ruins. Go west, beyond the oasis, and tell Jackal.
Now listen, if you want to be a real bandit, you gotta follow the rule.
Right, boss.
Rule number 1, don't steal from anyone weaker than you. Rule number 2, rule number 3, no stealing from people who are crying. Rule number 4, steal people's stuff, but not their dignity. Huh? We'll finish this later. Go on, scram!
Quite the impassioned lecture. Training the next generation?
Well, yeah, that's right.
Well, look at you, Mr. Nice Guy.
Shut up! What do you know? And why are you here anyway?
We've been researching the Wellspring Gem in our campus, and we found out some things. Yes, like for one, it almost certainly exists. See, all these historical records...
Right. And a lot of them mention that place to the west. You know, where you had your hideout. The something ruins? Do you have any clues?
You're asking me? We cleaned that place out pretty good. I don't, Wait. Oh yeah. Way in the back we found a tunnel that seemed to lead further in. We looked ready to collapse, and we didn't see nothing good, so we just blocked it off. Not worth the trouble, you know? Look around the big chair in the hideout.
Thieves' Den, big chair. Got it.
What is it, you?
It's just Professor DeRosa and the Jackal. I could swear that I just can't remember when or...
Are you sure? Both of them?
Maybe you ran into them when you were studying at Al campus.
I don't know about that. Jackal was busy causing trouble here. And you graduated long before DeRosa joined the faculty.
Right. It's just so strange. Men of such noble spirit should have made a strong impression on me, so why can't I recall them more clearly?
Noble spirit, eh?
Well, yes. The Jackal selflessly helps the people of the desert, protecting them from peril. While DeRosa devotes his life to... I mean, what could be more noble than that?
You're right, but they did seem a bit rough around the edges.
Yeah, and there's a good reason for that. Jackal may be head of desert security now, but back in the day he was the leader of a notorious... He attacked innocent people who came to the oasis for water and stripped them of all their money.
What? A bandit leader? But he's barely older than me.
I know, right? But he lived on the streets and had to grow up fat.
What about the guy in red? What's his story?
He was even worse. He manipulated the hearts of women to bring down an entire country.
Yeah, I know that people can change.
Mais je suis impressionnée. You have such interesting friends. But I'm worried there's going to be trouble if they're both seeking the same relic.
Yeah, especially after what you just told us. It reminds me of the hooligans who used to lurk in the back alleys of Al campus.
Yeah, those two definitely fit the bill.
Right. Just like the crooks I used to chase down in the back alleys of Eternia.
Did those hooligans in Al campus ever hurt you?
Yes, but well, Jan did.
So this is the chair, right? There must be a button or switch or... something.
Idia, are you sure it's smart to yank on it like that? It could be a trap.
What about this sword? Ah!
It moved!
Look! Steps! See? As soon as I saw it, I thought, I bet it's a sword.
Anyway, shall we go?
So this is the wellspring gem. If we put it back on the dais...
What do you know? So that's what happened.
Oh, the jackal.
I see. If we put the wellspring gem back in its place on the dais, that should do it. It'll start producing water again, filling this chamber, then flowing through the underground channels.
Yes, the oases will grow green again, and the wells of Ansheim will be replenished.
Who's there?
Eureka! The wellspring gem. The key to producing safe So it was worth it after all, to brave the desert sands and follow you to these ruins. Now, if you'd kindly hand over the gem.
Give you the gem? Are you out of your mind, you red bozo? Don't you get it? The oases are dying. We gotta put the wells...
We need do no such thing. I believe I've already explained matters to the Grand Marshal's daughter and her friends, have I not?
No one's explained nothing to me! What the heck is going on?
I fear the details would be beyond your comprehension. Now, run along, won't you? After you give up the gem, of course.
Don't you get it? The people need water! And soon!
Very well then. How about this? Let's have the desert dwellers move. To Florum, for example. There's more than enough.
What? That's impossible!
Impossible? Once we've harnessed it, people across the land will have access to riches and resources beyond anything imagined. You and your desert friends could live in the finest mansions in Florum, or anywhere you desire. It would be no exaggeration to say that all the problems of this nation would be solved in one fell swoop. Of course, there is the chance we might blow up an entire city. No risk, no reward, as they say.
Are you flippin' nuts? Why have we gotta suffer for your cockamamie scheme?
For the future of Luxendar.
What if someone were to make a weapon out of this energy? Something that could kill us all?
An astute question. From an astute... To that end, I would share the knowledge with everyone in the entire world that no nation would dare turn the power against another. A playground spat, a quarrel between neighbors, or war between nations. The greatest harm is always done when one side is much stronger than the other. When the balance of power is preserved, however, no one dares make the first strike. Somnial energy, the energy of our dream.
Where'd you come up with that baloney? Like heck if...
No, the wellspring gem belongs... I'll not see it wasted on...
Hey, you lot! We came here to bring water back to the people who need it most, right?
Idia, as daughter of the Grand Marshal, I know you. You understand that I do what I do for the future of this world.
Oh, you want a piece of...
Why, you insolent little...
What should we do?
We have to help the desert folk, right? We can't just let them die of thirst.
And yet, this red fellow has a point as well.
I know. He's trying to help people too. And what he's saying makes a lot of sense. My master once taught me something similar. He said, conflict is sooner halted by the sight of a bloody sword.
Do we protect the desert oases and fight Red Mage DeRosa?
Or do we fight the bandit jackal in hopes of harnessing Somnial?
Our choices are clear. But which is the right one?
What's this? You dare to stand in... For heaven's sake, girl! You're as stubborn as your father! But if it's a battle you wish, Let's show them a good time. And here I was, doing honest work for a change. Oh well, it's been a while since I could let my hair down. Please don't mistake the Red Professor for some fusty old academic. The former captain of the Blood Rose Legion, Red.